where we spread love and positivity. Thank you so much to the new subscribers, and to the returning subscribers, we salute you. We tell you that you are the reason we sit here every day and we shoot these videos, because you encourage us, you motivate us, you give us hope for tomorrow that this channel is going somewhere. To those that are praying for us, actually there are so many people praying for us and telling us continue doing the good work, continue being positive, and your channel is going to go higher and higher. And we believe that because we serve the God of multiplication, the God who is never limited. So we believe that this channel will move higher and higher to the glory of God, so that we can spread positivity and we can spread the love of God. Because we have been told that we owe nothing to human beings but love. We love unconditionally. Everybody has got their weaknesses and their strong points, but God commands us to love them irrespective of who they are. And even those people that talk badly about others, they have their own shortcomings. They have their own drawbacks. And therefore, it is good to love unconditionally. So, we really appreciate you people for loving us. You don't know us, you just follow us. You subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate, and we pray that God blesses you, God enlarges you, God protects you and shields you together with your families. We don't take it for granted. Guys, today, I want us to walk on the streets of Jamaica with our two empress, Dee Mwango and shorn Arwa, added two people, you know them, you know the tingo, Esther and Kinoo. Guys, these women, they are taking us from where we are to Jamaica. Actually, we are feeling like let me talk about myself. I'm feeling like I already know most of the streets of Kingstown, most of the streets of downtown, Trench Town. It's like we already know, because we have followed them one by one, and they are showing us loud these towns. I want us first to look at what we learned from shorn Arwa. Today's video is to walk along the streets of Jamaica, and we highlight what we have learned. If you have never visited Jamaica, if you're in Jamaica, you can confirm whether what we are saying is true. So after shorn Arwa was welcomed by Dee Mwango, Esther and Kinoo, later in the day, she was taken for a dinner. And guys, this hotel was on another level. A very beautiful hotel surrounded by coconut trees and what are the other ones? I can't remember the other name. There were beautiful trees all over the compound of that hotel. The hotel was Pegasus. If my spelling is wrong, kindly correct me. Pegasus Hotel. And we saw the hotel was so beautiful. Actually, shorn Arwa took us loud the tour of the hotel. Very beautiful, with some artwork on the walls, with beautiful meals, Jamaican meals. Actually, we saw shorn Arwa taking Jamaican meals. So we are getting to know Jamaican food. And by the time God makes a way that we come there, we already know so much about Jamaica. And by this juncture, I want to say thank you. There is a person by the name, is it Mark, who told me when I come to Jamaica, they are going to welcome me. I appreciate you so much. We have seen the way you have welcomed our people, and we know you are great people. You are great, wonderful people. You are loving people, and we really appreciate your kindness. We appreciate your humbleness. We appreciate your welcoming nature. We really appreciate. So we went around the Pegasus Hotel, and it was so beautiful. Actually, the people that shorn Arwa met on the hotel compound, they were so welcoming. She could just talk to them and tell them, I'm a Kenyan, I'm a YouTuber, and this, and they were ready to give her a lot of information. We saw one of the men she was talking to giving her a lot of information about Jamaica, talking freely, and they have no reservations that this is a stranger who has just arrived in Jamaica. They were free to tell her a lot of information, and I really appreciated that. This is a lady, a woman, who has just come to Jamaica, and people are ready to tell her so much about their country. Then she came out of the hotel and went to a park. Maybe the Jamaicans in the house can tell us the name of that park. The park was so green, with a lot of trees, with very clean water. And we saw the people, actually before she arrived at the park, there were people in the cars who are waving at her, very welcoming people, very ready to mingle, and they could see this is a new person who has come to our town, and they were ready to talk to her. And actually, Arwa said, Dee Mwango had warned her that the Jamaican people are very welcoming, they are very warm, they are ready to say hi. And Dee always say she likes the way people always greet at Jamaica. So we saw that with Arwa. Then she entered the park. I can't remember the name of the park, but the Jamaicans in the house can tell us. This park was full of trees and very green water. Actually, one of the men at the park volunteered to take her out. We saw statues. Let me call them statues. So I don't know whether they are portraits or statues of, I am tending to think these are famous people or the colonial masters, the Jamaicans will tell us who they are. For example, we saw the statue of Sir William Edward. Sir William Edward, we saw the statue for Paul Bogill. So there was Sir William Edward, Paul Bogill, and there was this guy called Marcus Garry. So I don't know whether these are very great people in Jamaica. Actually, I'll Google after this. I see why they have been put their statues at this park. Then on the same park, guys, I saw very, very entertaining statue. This made me to laugh my heart out. There was this couple that was completely nude. And their statue was actually somewhere strategically placed in that park. And as Arwa told us, according to this guy who was actually showing her around, it is like this couple actually are the what can we say? Are the sign of the park, or they represent the park. I can't remember the name of the park, but the Jamaicans in the house will tell us. So this was so amazing, and people from Jamaica can tell us, what does this nude statue illustrate? And I remember the guy was telling Arwa, at first, there were people who were complaining about the nudeness of this couple in the streets of Kingstown. I tend to think it was Kingstown. And he was explaining. Later, people got comfortable and they no longer complain. So the Jamaicans in the house tell us, what is the meaning of this nude statue? Then after that, we were taken all the way to the beach by Kinoo, Esther, and Dee Mwango. And along the way, I could see very nice roads and trees along the road. And then they arrived at somewhere where there were very big stones. Actually, they were stepping on those stones, and the stones looked very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Then they went to a beach, whereby we saw this big ship that had arrived. I can't remember whether it had arrived from Panama's, but Kinoo entered the ship, and it was so beautiful, so big. The beach looked beautiful. We enjoyed. We are going step by step with them so that we can learn about Jamaica, because one time, God will make a way. Because we always hear and we are always told that God is a way maker. He made a way for the Israelites to cross the Red Sea, and He can make a way for us one day to come to Jamaica. Just like I saw a lady saying she would want to come to Kenya. God can make a way for you to come to Kenya. So just believing, just keep on believing, having faith, having trust in God, being positive, and one day you'll find yourself in Kenya, and we are going to welcome you in style. Just like you have welcomed our Empress. Just like you have welcomed our people. Actually, not just these two ladies. The Jamaicans have really welcomed a lot of visitors from Africa. We saw Ward Maya and Miss Trudy. We saw African Tigress. We saw There are so many people that the Jamaican people have really welcomed and we really appreciate. So when you come to Kenya, just inbox us. We are going to, it will be a time to pay back the debt that you have shown us with our African people coming to your country. So after that, we traveled all the way to downtown. You know, when I look at downtown, I look like it is a place that is already familiar to me. Because in the city of Nairobi, there are places that look like downtown. With clothes, we can be shown clothes that are being sold, very beautiful dresses, very beautiful foodstuffs, fruits, tomatoes, greens, fish. It actually reminds us of Kikomba. Kikomba is a market that is in the middle of Nairobi, and actually Marikiti. There are two markets inside the CBD area of Nairobi, and actually when I look at downtown, it really reminds me of those two towns. So we saw Dee Mwango, shorn Arwa, Esther going along the streets of downtown, and we showed them having the best of their time, entering a pushing cart and enjoying themselves, dancing. It was so enjoyable and we really enjoyed the video. So downtown, I saw Dee Mwango purchasing greens. And I was wondering, why do people keep on telling Dee Mwango, be careful, do not go to those places, do not mingle, do not go to the ghetto? Get alive. Somebody said, some of these people that tell us about ghetto, Esther's house is so beautiful. When we go to some of their houses, I'm sure they'll not be like Esther's house. And not even that. When someone welcomes you, even if the house is a mad house, or the house looks how, this person has taken the time and the bother to welcome you. So you have to appreciate the retro you are given. And that is what Dee Mwango and shorn Arwa are doing. You don't have to go to a very beautiful house so that you can show yourself, or rather you show people that you are connected to big people or something like that. Let Dee Mwango and shorn Arwa be. They are so comfortable. We are seeing they are feeling at home. They can be able to dance. They can be able to be themselves. They cannot fake. They are actually enjoying being there. Remember, shorn Arwa has come from the ghetto in Nairobi. And actually the ghettos in Nairobi are worse than the ghetto I see in downtown. Because I'm working with them and I'm seeing this ghetto in Jamaica. They are far much better. And I'm not actually, Kenyans don't come for me. I'm just saying this because of the people that are saying, be careful, you are going to a lot of things. And therefore, I don't think that people are that bad in downtown. Just like I go to Korogosho. Korogosho is a slum, a ghetto in Nairobi. I go to Madare. Actually, Madare is where I work. It is a ghetto still in Nairobi, and the people of Madare are down to earth. They are welcoming. They join hands. Actually, most of the times, I go to the ghetto places because there is a road to run from those people. I also go to a ghetto in somewhere called Huruma, where we found this lady. I shot a video about her life. She's going through a tough time. And I'm going to shoot a video how we assisted her. So going to the ghetto, you run a lot. These people are not the way you think. If you interact with those people, they are very good. They are kind-hearted. They are ready to help people. With the retro they have, they accommodate everyone. And that is what we are seeing in downtown with Dee Mwango and shorn Arwa and Esther and Kinoo. Kinoo works in those ghettos. And he has been working there for years. Esther is a secretary to Kinoo. So they have interacted with the people from downtown. They know them because they work with them. They assist them. They help them. It's like me going to Huruma Ghetto, because I interact with those people. And I tell you, this is where you get people being real, being themselves. All the other things that we see in social media, all the other things we see in the other places are fake life. In the ghetto, you get the real life. People have been given grace by God to love one another, to work together, to be accommodative to everyone who goes to them. So this is what we are seeing with Dee Mwango and shorn Arwa. They are welcomed by the people of Jamaica. And if you read in the comment section, the people of Jamaica are telling them, you're safe. We are with you. And I tell you, they have a wonderful time. And I told you the other day, Dee Mwango gets most of her support from the ghetto people. Because these people have no grudges. These people are loving. These people are accommodating. And they are ready to actually support someone. And therefore she's there because it is her people. And let her be. Now, guys, before I summarize this video, there is something I want to comment. You know, we have seen a lot with these streets. Let me call them streets, the way they are called by Caro and on Trendy. On these streets, there are so many lies and there are so many facts. But I tend to think we have to learn how to select between lies and the facts. Because I could see some people are ready to hate just because they have heard someone talking about the negativity of another person. I tell you, in this life, if you rely on people to tell you about another person, you are going to hate people for nothing. Find out for yourself whether the information you are being given is true or not. Don't just go hating someone. Don't just go unsubscribing to somebody's channel just because you had a gossip from somebody. Because I tell you, 84% of what we hear people say are right. The other day, this gang of lazy people, let me call them that because that is what they are called, and I'm not hating on anyone, they came and told us that Arwa is crying because he didn't have, his generators had gotten spoiled. And therefore, they were actually laughing at this guy, saying that these generators, he has bought them, and every time they come, they get destroyed. And he was wondering what to do. And he was suggesting to Rocio, his wife, whether they can buy another generator to push them to the end of the month. And we saw these people coming to laugh, to mock them, to actually, I don't know which words to use. Because every time these guys put videos, Marwa and Dee Mwango and David Jr., they come in arms to look for something to destroy them. So they were saying Marwa is looking for donation, Marwa is looking for support, Marwa is doing this and this. But let me tell you guys, the blessings of someone cannot be stopped. What God has meant that someone to be, you cannot stop it. Even if you go on top of the mountains and shout. There is a verse in the Bible, I can't remember what verse, that says, when we pray for our children, their blessings shall be like mountains that cannot be moved. So, Marwa, after staying for a few days, after that video he was talking about the generators and the way they are disturbing him, someone we don't know up to now bought solar panels for Marwa. So right now, Marwa has solar panels and he will not bother anymore with the generators. He will not bother anymore with Kenya Power. And now these people comes on the streets again and starts talking about the uncle from Jamaica, saying that he's the one who has bought these solar panels and he's giving out all his money to these people. And I was wondering, why are you hurt? Why are you bitter? It's not your money. It's not your wife. If the uncle from Jamaica has decided to use money in Marwa's villa, then let it be. He's old. He's a mature man. He knows what he's doing. He's not a child. And when he chooses to spend money on these people, then let him be. And if he's the one who bought the panels, then what is the big deal? Because you have come again to rebuke and talk badly, saying that the Jamaican uncle will not have the fare, the ticket to go back to his place, that he's using all his money, that when he goes to Jamaica, to his relatives in Jamaica, he will have a hard time because of the money he has used with Marwa's family. This guy, when he was coming to Marwa, he was ready to spend. We saw when he arrived, he first gave gifts that he had bought from US. And some of you are coming to ask, where does he get this money? Why do you want to know where he gets the money? Who asks you where you get the money that you spend? No one. Stop interfering with the people's business. Stop poking your noses to where you should not. This is an old man. His mind is sound. He knows what he's doing. And if Marwa received the panels from him, well and good. If he received from other people, then well and good. These people are ready to support Marwa, and I'm sure that you are bitter now that you are keeping on shooting videos, discouraging the donors from donating to them, and yet the donors are not actually listening to you. They keep on giving them. They keep on donating. They keep on supporting them. Actually, by the way, I tend to think Dee Mwango and Marwa have the most loyal fans that cannot be changed their minds. And the ones that are getting changed their minds, then they are not meant to be their followers. They are actually there looking at where they can go next. So if you are a genuine person and you love a person genuinely, then you cannot be lured into hating a person just by a video that was shot by someone who does not know this person well, who have never interacted with these people, because actually Dee Mwango came and said she has never met Amkaro, she has never met on trending, she has never met this Modesta lady, and all those haters that are putting videos for them. These are people they have never met. How do you get to know somebody even when you have never met them? Even to know your own husband, you take years. How can you know a person by just a video they have put on the media? It is very, very important not to hate people just by what others are saying. Find out for yourself whether whatever is being told is true. And then you'll have a reason to hate or to love someone. Anyway, guys, I will stop at that. Bye-bye for now. See you during the next video, and God bless, God enlarge you, and God protect you.